Hello, I'm Stephen Cole in London with the headlines on Al Jazeera. In Afghanistan, the latest count shows that Hamid Karzai has won with more than 50% of the vote. But the European Union says more than a third of his votes, that's 1.5 million votes, may be suspect because of fraud. From Kabul, here's Zena Hodder.
These are preliminary results. Until there are certified results, there will be no winner, and there could be a runoff if they investigate all the allegations of fraud, and Karzai could lose his lead. And now the European Union making a statement today saying that there was massive fraud during the election and saying that 1.5 million votes were suspect votes.
Across the border in Pakistan's Swat Valley, authorities are trying to reopen hundreds of schools destroyed by months of intensive fighting. Up to 1 million children had their education interrupted when the country's military went to war with the Taliban. Now students are going back to their classes even though there are few adequate teaching facilities. The UN World Food Programme is warning that the number of hungry people will pass 1 billion this year for the first time. The relief agency says food aid is at a 20-year low and is facing a serious budget shortfall. The global financial downturn means food prices have soared, pushing the number of starving people to critical levels. Speaking to Al Jazeera, the head of the WFP said things look likely to get worse.
The problem we have today is not only is food aid decreasing because the world's surpluses are decreasing. Fewer nations have extra food to give to those in need, but the needs are growing. So we have, for the first time in human history, more than 1 billion hungry people on Earth. This has gone up dramatically in just the past 2 years because of the food crisis, which doubled the price of food, and the financial crisis.
Israel is rejecting calls from the United Nations to open an independent inquiry into its conduct during the war in Gaza. Israel says it will launch a diplomatic offensive to block any attempt to bring its soldiers before an international tribunal. It follows the release of a UN report led by the South African judge, Richard Goldstone, accusing Israel and Palestinian fighters of committing war crimes. And don't forget, you can watch Al Jazeera online. Head to our website, aljazeera.net/English, and click on the Watch Now icon. Those are the headlines on Al Jazeera. I'm Stephen Cole. Goodbye to you.